Hi, welcome to Charlotte's Cooking Show. I'm Charlotte. Today we are making a very, very delicious Pampered Chef egg casserole dish. You're gonna love it. It's one of my absolute favorites. Kids all love it. It's great for parties, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. One little kitchen tip I want to give you, you may have seen this before you place your cutting board down, take a couple pieces of paper towel, wet them under the sink, and lay it down. And then use that as a place for your cutting board to go on top of, and then it won't slip around, it stays safe, so you don't slip when you're cutting. And also, when you're all done, you lift it up and use this to clean off your counter. Easy cleanup. Okay, so step one is to get all your ingredients together, and I'm using my large Pampered Chef bar pan. So this is a Pampered Chef recipe, and the bar pan is kind of a key ingredient when building this recipe. Of course, you could do this in a regular casserole dish too, but I like it for its height, its size, and of course it holds so much heat. So we're gonna get started with these hash browns. So these are kind of the ones you find in the frozen section. I've got about 12 of them here. You're gonna take them out, let them thaw, and then we're gonna put them inside a big Ziploc bag and we're gonna crumble them all up. So the reason I use these nice big patties is when you break them up, unlike the hash browns that are already kind of like little individual sizes, you get all kinds of really good potato on the inside, and that potato kind of sucks in the egg mixture that's going to come and just makes it that much tastier. So we've got our hash browns all broken up, and now we are going to place them on here. And what this is we're building the crust of this casserole. So we've got our hash browns, look at them, look how little they are. You're gonna have little chunks like this, break those up. And then what I want you to do is take a little bit of salt, just give it a little sprinkle over the top, because sometimes hash browns can be a little bit bland. So you want a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Give it a nice flavor there. And then we're going to spread them out so they're nice and flat. And then it's time for the cheese. I've got about a cup of marble cheese, and you're going to use about 3/4 of that cheese and leave the rest for a bit of a garnish at the end. And you're just going to spread this all out, all over the hash browns. And then we're going to bake this in the oven, a hot oven, 450 degrees for 15 minutes. All right, that's in 450 degrees for 15 minutes. And when that comes out, it's gonna be crispy and the cheese is all melted. It's gonna be delicious. Next step is we're starting with an entire block of cream cheese. We're gonna add this to the bowl and we're gonna crack 12 eggs. With this breakfast casserole, you can use any of the breakfast meats, I guess, if you like bacon or if you like ham. I'm using sausages today. You can use breakfast sausage and kind of dice it up. I've got these breakfast sausage rounds. I'm going to dice these up and add them in my frying pan with the white part of the green onion. And then we will add that to the egg mixture. But you can use any meat you like, or if you prefer to have the egg casserole with just vegetables, use this time to saute up mushrooms, onions, red peppers, any other vegetables that you think might look great in this breakfast casserole. Okay, we have to fry up these green onions. So these are the white ends of the green onions. I've got just a little splash of vegetable oil in my hot frying pan, not much, maybe a teaspoon. And I'm gonna add these in along with our diced up sausage. So here we go. Okay, so while our sausage and green onions are sauteing, I'm just going to dice up this Roma tomato, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to kind of squeeze out the seeds and just keep the rest. And you may notice I have a red leash on my arm. I'll show you who's at the other end of that shortly. So I'm going to scoop out the seeds, the inside of the tomato, and it just makes for a better garnish. A little less messy. So I use one Roma tomato for this. If you like tomatoes, dice up 2. So here's our crust. Look at that. The hash browns are nice and crispy. The cheese is kind of like that brown and yummy looking color. So this is ready to receive the egg mixture. But first we have to add in the sausage, green onions to the eggs, and then we'll pour it over the top. So as you can see, the egg mixture is poured over evenly. I spread out the sausages and the green onion mixture there. This hot stone pan will start cooking the egg mixture because it's so hot, and it's kind of seeping its way through the hash brown on the bottom, but not all the way through because that nice crust keeps everything together. So what I've done is I've lowered the temperature in the oven to 375. We're gonna put this in for about 8 more minutes, and it won't need any more time other than that. It's great. Oh! Oh my gosh. What do you think, Ben? What do you think, Benny? Oh my gosh. It's good. Hey, does it smell good? Oh, what a good boy. This is Benny. He's the newest Pierce. And he's been at the cooking show here today with me, and I think he approves of this egg casserole. So we're just gonna finish up. We're going to give it a little bit of some cracked black pepper on top, and then we'll garnish with some green onions and our diced tomatoes. And then we will serve. It's so good, and there's lots for everyone. This is really big. Slice it into squares. What do you think? Does that smell good? Okay, sit. Good boy, good boy. I got so excited about Benny joining the show, I forgot to say, use this time when it's hot out of the oven, just to give it a really quick sprinkle with just a little bit of marbled cheese on top. Not a ton, it's just there for a little bit of extra flavor. And then I'm going to add the diced tomatoes, green onions, like I said. But yep, this is great. There we go, move that around. Okay, this looks so great. Again, this is perfect for parties, if you have to take something to a potluck or a shower or a family dinner, some morning that you need something big for a whole lot of people. It's delicious. Let's have a bite. Oh my gosh, those hash browns. I could eat this every day. It's so good. You're gonna love this Pampered Chef egg casserole. It's so good. You should make it.